Alright, take two. Camera decided to not want to film my intro, so I gotta refilm my intro. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Hope y'all having another good day. Alright, bringing you part two for the Starlight headliner. If you watched the first video, make sure if you didn't, make sure you check it out. If you did, you know where we're leaving off at. So what I did now is I went ahead and flipped over the headliner. I trimmed off all the excess trimmings around it to, you know, make it conform to the headliner. And then I lined out, I did the boring stuff. I lined out the headliner and I dotted it. Okay, so what we got here is we have 4 sections here, 450. Okay, because I have a 450 piece Starlight kit that is going to be here. This is the RGB one, so the color changing one is going to be here. And then what I did was I lined off this side and I lined off that side, and I'm going to have white lights on the sides, and I might throw a couple white lights in the center. So that's what we're doing now. This is all boring stuff, y'all. And then what I did was I wrote down how many dots I have per section. So like here is 120, 112, 127, 110. The extra plus or minuses is not going to make a huge difference to the eye. It's just going to be one uniformed wave, okay? Something I probably forgot to mention. Make sure you test your lights to make sure that they work. Ooh. Okay. And changes colors. Ooh, that white looks good. Oh, shut. Hey, sir. Take your time on this, you guys. Don't ever intimidate yourself to the point where you mentally screw your mind over. I was gonna say something else. But yeah, just take your time, enjoy it, play some music in the background. It just makes the experience a lot enjoyable. Make sure you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think you got to do this in a certain amount of time. Worst case scenario, guess what? You just don't have a headliner in your truck or car or whatever until you finish it. But when you get to it, you get to it. All right. So with that being said, spin y'all around, show y'all what we working with. So, like I said, so on paper it's 650 lights, but this is more like 700 lights. And I thought one was RGBW and I thought the other one was pure white. They actually both were RGBW. So I mean, but the white on here is pure white. It's not the translucent watered down white. But you can see here we have the 2 harnesses. This is the 200 count one, and this is the 450 count one. The 200 count one is shorter than the 400 count one. The 400 count one, I believe, was 11 feet or 10 feet. And then this guy was like, I don't know, maybe like 5.5. So what I ended up doing, thank God that both of them were RGBs, is I used the longer kit, the 450 kit, for the front, the middle, the sides, and I worked my way back. And it worked out perfect because by the time I got to the back, these last 2 squares here, I used the 200 count. And you can see here, like, I wrote my original count was 110, and then I added 22. And then like over here was 120, and then I added some here that I think that has 134. Sorry, you guys can't even see. I got like 134 now. So yeah, and then I have the harnesses coming off to the side. They're gonna come down back here. I measured them. It's about 3 feet you're gonna need of you know, if you want the boxes to sit flush in behind the back seat. I can't even see. I'm sorry. All right, I taped them up underneath. Like I said, oh, woohoo! Look at this, work, baby, work. And you can see we got a lot of snipping to do. But hey, like I said, take your time. It's not a rush. The holes might look big on camera, but they're not. They're not that bad. I used a 9/32 drill bit. It's a little bigger than the actual fiber optic cables. I don't think I mentioned it in my last video. So that's another thing too. All right, y'all, so check it out. So I think in the last video I told y'all that I used this pick and it went through excellent. What ended up happening was I went and poked all these holes I put out using this. I started in the front, started to push the fiber optics through the headliner. It wouldn't go through. It didn't. It went through the original headliner, but this fabric here, because I guess it's really dense, and if you look at the back side of it, like the stitching You know what I'm saying? The stitching is very, very dense and consolidated, so it pushed through the headliner, but it didn't leave a hole big enough for the lights to go through. Seconds bit, and it's a little bigger than the actual line. But once you snip them and the lights are on, like it's not that serious. So that's what ended up happening with that. That's where we're at now. So now what's next? We come over here, and I got the Gorilla Glue. All right. So I got the glue here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start dabbing legitimately every dot. And once it's all dabbed, I'm gonna let it dry for 24 hours. Check them, make sure none of them are pulling out, and then go from there, man. So, oof. All right, y'all. I got a little excited. Almost forgot to film, but went ahead and get down here. Went ahead and glued all of the strands with some Gorilla Glue. Went through, dabbed each one at the base, and what that does is it prevents it from, you know, it can't pull itself out and pull it down or out. So it's super. I've jerked on them, a few of them, just to kind of test it, and it's super freaking solid. So now what needs to happen is all of these need to get clipped. So I'm gonna clip them, and yeah, go from there to get them flush, just like that. Yes, sir. Well, she gone. She's inside the truck. It's not fully installed. It's just hard mounted. Show y'all what we doing. Hey, I'm telling you right now, by far the second most challenging install I've done. My compounds is still the #1 most challenging one, but beanie's crooked. I don't like that. But it's in. Y'all don't understand, man. This is dope right here. Let's check it out. Tell me what y'all think. If you're already asking how did I get it in, I took out the front seat, which is 4 bolts, and then the clip, undo it, front seat comes out. Center console, super simple. Got a bolt here, screw, Phillips screw here, and a bolt here. Same thing on the other side, and then up top, pop out your little trim piece here, and there's there's 8 mils, 7 mils that hold that in. And the truck's a mess right now. It's disgusting. This is all the crap that was in here hiding. We gonna get it right though. But it's hard mounted for now. It's nowhere near installed. The big things is I wanted to make sure I reconnected the plug, so I have one back there. There's one over here for I think the lights and speakers, but it's plugged up. And then the one back there behind it is plugged up. You can't see it though. This is out of control, man. This is awesome. Is it 100% perfect and beautiful the way I would want it? Absolutely not. But guess what? That's the joy of doing stuff yourself. You know what I'm saying? The little imperfections, that's you, right? I could easily pay somebody, you know, $1,000 to do this, but take the pride in doing it yourself. You know, sense of ownership. Basic tools too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have links down below for everything, for the lights, the drill bit, 9/32, the glue, everything, y'all. If you want to do this yourself, don't be intimidated. Like I said previously, take your time. Have the confidence knowing that you can do this, and you don't have to pay somebody. Because I'm here to tell you right now, you don't. You know, this thing looks beautiful. You know, and if, like, for instance, right now, I'll point something out. You know, I wish I had more lights right around here. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, because when you look at it in a whole, or like right there, for example, I wish I had more lights there, but I'm pretty sure there's like a bar or something on top. You know, when you look at it as a whole, it looks beautiful. It really does. This is my favorite color right here. I call it the Milky Way. There we go. Yep, right there. The options are endless. Got the cutouts for the speakers, cutouts back there for the light. All right,
So we working, man, we working. And we not done yet. So right now, the only thing really holding this headliner up is the door seals on all 4 corners, okay? Oh, that's where that other piece is. I gotta take it off. That trim piece right there on the door, that tan one, she's coming off. But yeah, y'all, man, this is it. This is it. And we still not done yet. Make sure you smash that like button. All right, so like I told y'all, we ain't done yet. We got some more work we got in the lab cooking, all right? Cooking soul, baby. We are changing the very awkward gray, tannish, cream, whatever color you want to call it. We are changing it. We're dyeing it to black so it can match the bottom of the truck. So whatever color that was, it's changing it. Beautiful. I'm gonna show y'all what I use here in a second. This piece, these pieces was my first pieces. I might reshoot those. Cause actually I don't know. I'll wait till tomorrow after they dry, but these right here are the trickiest ones because you gotta slide it up, you gotta slide down to get all of it, and I still gotta flip it over once this side cures, flip it over to hit the back side of the handles. But we got the back pieces drying now because I need to get the back pieces in to get that back liner propped up. This is for the light in the back, a little dome light. And then what we're using is Dupicolors vinyl fabric dye. I will be using these on the headliners, or not the headliners, the visors, the mirror visors. I'm just gonna make them black. Well, I was gonna try to take it to an upholsterer and have them upholster it the same color, cause I have a ton of it. I don't know. I might call around and get some prices, but if it's something crazy, you know, I'm just gonna dye it. But so I'm gonna wait on that then. And then the plastic adhesion promoter. This right here, you definitely want to use this, especially for the high traffic areas like the hand guards, and well, yeah, mainly the hand guards. Definitely want to use the plastic promoter. You can get these local parts stores, O'Reilly's. I got it from. You can go to AutoZone, Advanced Auto, O'Reilly's, Napa. They should all have it. If not Dupicolor brand, then they should have some similar brand. But I've used this stuff back in the day, man. Like I'm talking like 10, 12 years ago back in the day on cars and stuff. So this stuff, it's an OG, it's a go-to. It works. I will gladly let you guys know how it's doing. But all you do is spray 2 to 3 coats of this. Within 10 minutes of spraying the last coat, come behind, spray your dye. And that's exactly what we did. You can see over here, we got all these pieces we got to do. All these little pieces, which is not a big deal. I'm going to shoot, these are all going to get shot probably tomorrow, not today. But I have to show you guys that. I already did the speaker grills for the headliner. So once we get the speakers in, put these in. These are gonna look really good. Oh yeah, beautiful. So we come over here. I showed you guys the seat and stuff out already. About to vacuum out everything because it's disgusting, man. Get all that hair and stuff. But I know y'all, that's not what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see the headliner. Let's go. There you go. So the only thing I'm not going to reinstall is the visors because I found an upholsterer here by me. I'm going to take the visors to him and see if he can, he said bring them to him to see if he can re-suede them for me, which I'm pretty sure he can based off it's stitched together. So I'm pretty sure he can. But y'all, this thing came out beautiful. And I know it's not 100% matched up with the seats, but I mean it just looks good. It looks like it belongs in here. You know what I'm saying? The pieces, all right, I painted all the trim pieces except a few. The only things I did not paint was the visor or the sunroof cover, on the seat belt buckles, the little sliders, obviously the you can see why I didn't paint. Reason why is because you can't take that off by itself without cutting the seatbelt. So, or unraveling it or whatever. Wasn't gonna get into it. I'm fine with that a little bit. It actually looks to me not bad. You know what I'm saying? Good contrast and whatnot. So it was tricky because this centerpiece here, this piece, it slides up and down. So when you paint it, you gotta like slide it up, paint it, slide it down. But now when you look at it, you know what I'm saying? It's clean. It's all uniform. The caps will be on black. So in terms of this paint and durability, it's good. It's good stuff, man. Like, it doesn't feel bad, you know what I'm saying? I can run my nail on it, scratch at it. It's there. It's good. The biggest thing for it is read the instructions on the can. It's not complicated. It just tells you, it recommends using the adhesive promoter, which I highly recommend, and then within 10 minutes of applying the adhesive, apply the paint. Besides that, it's straightforward. Speaker covers painted black. Headliner is intact. No wrinkles, no creases. You know what I'm saying? Everything's sitting beautiful. No sags or nothing. And I mean, this came out exactly how I wanted it to. Back here, you can see the hooks. Painted the hooks, the trim piece, painted that. I tried to swap this out to a LED bulb, but, and I don't know if somebody else can confirm this, I took this light completely apart, and come to find out, the light is built into the circuit board. So the circuit board that the plug connects to legitimately has the light soldered onto it. Never seen that before, but it is what it is. It's not a yellow, it's like a off yellow. So it looks good still, but everything came out good. Even back here, I still got to tighten that bolt for the seat belt. You come back here, man, I mean, it looks good, man. Look how clean the lines are. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's curious, yes, I can slide back my mirror or my shade without, it doesn't, nothing from the Starlight gets in the way. Up here, swapped out the factory lights, which were some weird circuit board looking lights. Swap those out, put LEDs in them. Now I can actually, we can go over there, and they're bright. Trust me, they're bright. It's just there's a lot of light in here right now, but those suckers are bright. They like hurt my eyes. You can see here, just like I told y'all, painted all this stuff with the Doobie Color vinyl. It looks good. It looks original, man. It doesn't look cheesy. This is it, man. This is it. Obviously, I'm gonna let y'all see what it looks like at night in the truck. So don't worry about that. Just stick around in the video. Trust me, it's getting to the good part. If this already is not the good part for you, so let me know what y'all think, man. I mean, look at that right here, right here. Look how clean that looks, man. That right there looks clean. This right here, the tan, it is what it is. I'm not stressing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's work. It's work. It's fucking dedication. It's attention to detail. Original. All right, y'all. So I figured I'd show you real quick. So right now, what I'm doing is, instead of going to the engine bay to find a constant accessory wire or a constant 12-volt wire, I'm just gonna use what's in here. Shout out to Eric for giving me the idea. I don't know why I never thought about that ever before. So we're gonna tap in right here. So obviously, not every Ram has the center console or has this setup, whatever. Long story short, add a cigarette lighter. So if you got a cigarette lighter in there, that'll be a 12 volt. Sometimes you just gotta mess around with your head unit, whatnot. But I found one. So I got my tester set up. It's grounded. This red wire right here. Let me zoom in on that for y'all. So that red wire and that connector, that is a constant 12 volt power. So if I use it, if I put it in the first pin, so you look at this, the tester, it's not on, right? And then if I put it, and I'm doing this with one hand, so forgive me. You see right there? Yeah, it doesn't want to focus, but so off, on, off, on, off, on. So you get the picture, all right? So what I did was I used the cigarette lighter ones because I'm not going to use them in the cigarette lighter. I cut them. I cut the cigarette, I cut the ends of them off where the cigarette connector is, and then I used a razor blade. I spliced it open, separated positive from negative, and now I have 2 units, so I had to pigtail them together. So you can see here on the left, 2 positives, I twisted them together, and then 2 negatives on the right went into 1 connector. I went ahead and heated them up, shrink them down. So now I'm gonna have 1 positive, 1 negative for going from back here to the switch. All right, there's a ground down there. There's one there. Actually, you can see where I hooked up my tester, and then there's one right there to the side of it. So I'm probably gonna use the one right there just because, I mean, it works. So that'll be the ground, and then you guys saw where I'm getting power from. Alrighty, y'all, I just want to show y'all my wiring setup. So right here, we got a plain Jane, just a regular old trigger switch. Ain't nothing crazy, you know. Got a trigger switch there. That panel pops off so you can, you know, drill it, take it off, make your alignments and stuff. On the inside, we got this is the positive line. So one's going to the tap right there. There's a tap, you can see, to the positive. And then the other is going to the actual device. And then the ground, you ain't gonna be able to see the ground because I already put the center console back in, connected it all. So right now it is off. Now it's on. I think so. Yo, we got power. And then if I come back up here and turn it off, it's gonna be dead. No lights. That's what we want, baby. All right, so now. Man, oh man. Well, what do you guys think? This is it. This is it. Man, it looks good. It looks really, really good, you guys. I'm extremely happy. For the first time doing this thing, man, I mean, I'm just staring. I just keep staring at it. And it's so nice back there. Like, whoever sits in the back, man, they get the special treatment. Because, like, the headliner goes up in the back so your head can clear it because of the sunroof that drops down in the middle. Man, it looks good back there, y'all. Hopefully the clips did justice for you. Still gonna show you the video at night though. You guys will be able to see that. But in terms of wrapping up the video standpoint here, let me go ahead and show you guys. Ooh, a little light. Let's see if that turns off. Ooh. Man, them LEDs are bright. I'm gonna put links for these two, you guys. Last fit LEDs if you guys need them. Oh yeah. Oh, it feels so good to have the truck put back together. So, vacuumed everything, put the chair back in. Everything's good. We have the remote here. It also has a Bluetooth app where you can make over 1 million colors, schemes, or all sorts of crazy wild shit. And then we come over here. So, how does it look over here in terms of the cleanliness? Is it a clean install? In my personal opinion, it is a clean install. Before I show y'all what I did, keep in mind this is what I did for my truck. I was comfortable with doing this. Some people, if you're doing this for a customer, definitely ask them before you do it. But for me personally, I was fine with this because you can't see the seats. You can't see shit behind here unless you fold them. And on top of that, plan on putting subs back here, so it's like, it's not really gonna matter. But for my wiring setup, what I ended up doing was, we have my 2 boxes here, okay? So one's the 450, and then one's the 200 piece, or 2 Yeah, 200 or 200 feet. I don't remember. It's like 700 something lights. Anyways, went ahead. I used my hole saw. This is the same size that I use for my Beans diesel sump on my fuel tank, which actually was a perfect size. Me personally, this looks clean. Like my standard. You know, for me, I'm perfectly fine with this hole here because you're not gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I gotta do is I have to go get some Velcro, because I'm gonna Velcro the boxes here. I'm gonna double side it here, and then the other one's gonna be against this wall here. So I'll push it in a little bit, and then I'll have it cleaned up. I gotta get some first though. So this is it. That's all that's here. So the fiber optics run through behind the panels, up, over, and they go out to everywhere. My wirings, the only thing you can see from my wire is just that these two little black wires. So you can only see, oh, there's the other one right there. Just two wires I ran through, pulled the carpet back up front, pulled it back, ran it to the center console, and you guys saw earlier where I wired it in. So this right here is clean for me. Like, this is what I wanted, man. So y'all tell me, y'all be the judge. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You know, we got the trim, black. It looks like a different truck on the inside, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let y'all check this out real quick. I love it. This is no lights on in the cab. Come back here, you can still see it through the tint, but I got 5% on the back. Oh yeah. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. It's been multiple episodes, multiple days, multiple knuckle busting, patience, mental stuff, all that good stuff, man. But it came out awesome. It came out legit. I'm extremely excited and happy that this is done. By far one of the best mods I've ever done aesthetically to a vehicle. I want to know what y'all want to say, what y'all got to say in the descriptions down below. Comment. I want to hear it all. Make sure you smash the thumbs up on your way out, because this video did take a while to make, edit, all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, take care, be safe, peace out, all that good stuff, and I will see y'all later.